numbers which are there on your television screens. Yes, two of those surveys predicting that there is an edge for Nitish Kumar, but the important point to notice that none of these surveys is showing an outright victory or a landslide victory for Nitish Kumar. Now, what that also implies is that the BJP pretty much remains in the hunt. I mean, look at this. If the NDA is at 108, and you have a scenario where you can have 5 independents and the JDU alliance at 530, there is technically a possibility where the NDA could also stake claim that they are beyond that figure of 112. I don't think it has ever happened in the history of Indian politics or Indian elections where the gap between the winner and the loser could be so low, could be so small. Usually it's at least, even in small states like Jharkhand, which traditionally have had problems of coalition governments because of the 81-member assembly, we've never seen this kind of a scenario happening. But I'm just looking at the numbers and I'm trying to understand the message which is being sent there by the Bihari voter. I think, Amit, it's important to also look at the message which is coming through the Bihari voter. At the end of the day, we're all thinking that this is an election which is being fought on the basis of caste lines. Religion came somewhere in between. But how do you explain the larger import of the mandate which is being given by the Bihari voters if these numbers were to be holding true to the elected class here?
Well, see, any political party or any election, what do they sell to their voters? They sell that we will bring you employment, we will bring you bijli, we will bring you sadak. But if somebody from their own community goes and sells this idea, the voter laps it up. So what goes in favor of Nitish Kumar in this election? I don't know whether it has been voted on those lines or not. That there is no anti-incumbency as far as economic delivery is concerned. He has delivered roads.
Would you say there's pro-incumbency? Would you say that this kind of a result would be delivered?
Well, there's certainly not anti-incumbency as it was in, as he suggested, in Maharashtra and Rajasthan. There is no such anti-incumbency because he's delivered on roads, he's delivered on rural electrifications and gender equality. Number one. Number two, all these other factors also like religion and, this Dadri issue and this OBC comment, they also have an impact on the... And that only consolidates the voter's mind that, all right, I've heard enough. I will vote for Nitish. All right, I've heard enough of Lalu. I will vote for.
The other point which comes across clearly again, and I'm constantly adding this rider. If these numbers were to be holding true, because remember these are exit polls. Counting hasn't happened. Only the 5th phase polling has gotten over today. So sometimes, in our excitement of giving you the numbers, sometimes we ourselves forget that this is not the actual number. These are just exit polls. We're giving you the poll of polls here. We're giving you all the numbers which have been put up by different channels. Maybe we'll try and figure out, when my producers can do that, that we can look at some of the numbers which must have been given by local channels and local media houses in Bihar, because that will also be a very interesting story to look at. On the other side of the break, we look at that other big question.